Eight. What's up? Eight, all about fit. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Happy People TV, Orlando Pirates fan channel. Yeah, Betway Premiership. We cannot believe it. Orlando Pirates 0, Marumo Gallants 2. There's lots of points that we are behind, and there is lots of talking points that we have for you guys. So, welcome to the post-match analysis. I am your host, KB, and I am joined by Mr. Coach for this live post-match analysis of this game. Mr. Coach.
Mr. Kelwa rating.
How are you, dog?
I'm fit too. I am healthy, thanks. And yourself?
You are happy.
I'm healthy.
Hey, oh.
Mbonga impilo mfethu ngiyaphila kahle. Ngigibile safety.
Sure. Yeah.
Safety. So I like a sharp personal.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or sharp personal.
I like him not. If you what's away now.
Dog. No. I could be much better. Even feeling like a little bit of a flu-like kind of symptoms. I don't know if it's a fever. Sometimes it's cold. Sometimes it's hot. When I watch highlights, it gets exacerbated. So yeah, could be much better. Could be much better. Especially looking at this table, 4 games away from just being.
Mara KP nago the whole fan base. Preview or table in the sky shape. What lang da?
I'm fit to every point counts. Every point counts.
Sure.
Okay, guys. This is, like I said, post-match analysis for our loss. That's why we are beating about the post. We don't know what to say. So like, hey, this time we don't know. This time, me, panic attack, live panic attack. So let me just tell you guys what we're going to go through as usual in these previews. We give you, the key moments of the game. How did the goals go in? Who's to blame? What did each team do well and what did each team do badly? And just a summary of the game. Since we lost today, we're going to have to talk about where was the game won and lost. Who could have, done better? And what can we take going into the next game? Mr. Coach, what are your initial thoughts going into us breaking this, performance apart?
Hey, what I'm gonna say sounds so unrelated, but honestly, it's the truth. Getting into this season, Hanner Thomas season, the projection, the vision board for our club for the season. We knew. We were under the impression, and we knew that we had one of the strongest sides in the league, especially
pound for pound.
Starting 11. Yes, we can beat anybody
in Africa.
When we play
yeah,
we bring out. If we have our best on the pitch, we are very dangerous. We can beat anyone. We can score from different ways, and tough team to play in general.
Yeah.
If you look at the starting 11 from our first league game this season, and you look at the starting 11 we fielded yesterday, a little bit too much of a difference, and that's what brings us to where we are. Now I can beat anybody. I'm sorry, I have to keep saying it.
Yeah. Yo. Quality is quality.
Not gonna let anybody just do it for free. I wasn't thinking of our current centre back pairing.
Yeah.
And again, midfield, I was thinking of high flying talent in Bata who is got all the energy in the world. Who is always bursting and who can also put in a nice screamer into the roof of the net type of thing. I'm thinking of
that's a forgotten man. Man. Where is? Yeah, no, carry on.
I'm thinking of Munapule Saling, who can score at any moment.
Okay, Mr. Coach. Okay, sure. I hear you.
The squad we had yesterday is not that team. And we got a result that proved it.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't look good at any point. I was never inspired. One of those games where if the channel didn't exist, I don't know if I would have watched that whole game, bro.
Denial. People are going to be asking me, hey, what happened to Pirates? What happened to your team? Pirates?
Sure.
Oh, no, I know they postponed our game. Because you know what it's like, bro?
Yeah.
It's one of those where you don't know what to say anymore, you know, and every season, it's one of those things where it's okay, Sharpo. Wow, they beat Sundowns. Oh, okay. Now we are even used to beating Chiefs and everything. And then it's
Sure.
like, we always disappoint when it doesn't make sense why we are disappointing. And it's very hard to explain those things because now you have to sometimes go outside of the football.
Even if you speak to Mapagani and to anybody who watches football, has watched more than 90 minutes in their life, honestly, something was coming there. When you look at the Cape Town City performance, that win was a nice cover up for what we saw out there, to be completely honest. It never looked good. That thing I came to have second half. We in that game we had controlled possession, yes, but we never actually looked like a dangerous team.
Yeah, true.
And
true.
you talk about a transition.
Hey, transition. I'm a Pagania transition. What's going on?
Okay.
Yeah.
Part of
okay. Yeah. Key moments in the game changers.
I'm
Number one.
Into that actually.
Yeah.
All Marumo had was transitions, and they knew them so well that they would leave their front three hanging in attack, even when they were defending. Whether we were in our defensive third, whether we were in their defensive third,
sure.
They always left. Okay, I forgot their names now, but they always left Mango and company lurking just in by the center circle, just around that area. And whenever they'd get a break, they always had at least two men ready to take on who we had in terms of the counters, which in each case either Kokili, Lisbisi, or for the other, there was a goal they should have scored actually where he was 1-on-1, where Nali won dealing with two men. And yeah, transitions. I think what was the first team to beat us at transition? It's been a few games now.
Yeah.
Was Sundowns the first to punish us like that?
No, it was Stellies.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
That thing. Okay, it was lost in transitions and tactically.
Yeah.
This thing of having Van Rooyen push up and have no cover in that era is I mean, mfethu nami ngayishaya Pirates. Mangahlanganisa amajita no. Focus on the type of thing. So it's kind of obvious in that area, and transitions. If talent is not helping in transition.
Yeah, one thing I'll say about that whole transition thing is that we don't even know who's going to use it anymore. You know, so we thought, okay, no way, we're gonna play certain formations against certain teams, and Bona Bartaba, so they're gonna be transition, so we're gonna play in a certain way. Then Sundowns does it to us, so we're like, hey. So even when we are expecting to dominate, the transition is not working out, or the transitions are still working on us. So I think, we could always handle them when we had our best team.
Yes,
especially in defense.
Correct.
And it seems like the more we feel like we don't have to adapt to the other team's tactics.
Mbata, sorry to interrupt you. Mbata, probably in the first half, okay, still in the first half of the season, but the first, maybe call it 8 games of the season, probably had the best numbers in the league for recovery. Those transitions. And is not doing that at the moment, at least. And it shows.
So, what's the verdict then when it comes to us and defending transitions? Do we have to work out a new plan or something like that?
Honestly, how I feel, we need Mbata Mfetu to shake it off, whatever it is, Mfetu. To be the kind
even with that, okay, but I think with Mbata, it fixes problem, midfield. And a little bit of cover for maybe because when the midfield cover available is to provide a little bit of cover, obviously for the centre back so that they're a bit more comfortable. But then the added benefit is if they are tenacious enough to at least cover Van Rooyen, which is where we have been getting killed consistently for I don't know how long.
Can he sit? Hanyan.
Can he please?
Hanyan.
Can he please? Can he please?
It's not like he's a right wing that's been converted, bro. Obviously, I can blame me, and okay, obvious dating you is all it's all tactical and fatal. Hoto Shapa same thing, but he can get back in time.
Yeah.
So
So it happened pretty early. That we conceded our first goal 15 minutes into the game. Would you call it against the run of play, or was it coming? And then after you answer that, let's just dissect the goal and who's to blame and ish. You know?
yeah, no, honestly, it was against a run of play. The first 15 minutes of the game, I think we kind of had things under control. We teased their goal, I think, once or twice. We were getting into the areas. We were starting to gain some momentum into the game, getting a foothold into the game, and then a set piece. You know how I feel about conceding the set piece. I think we defended it poorly. I ran it back a few times, tried to watch it, tried to see it in other eyes. Upodlela plays them onside, and the rest is history. He plays them onside for that free kick, and then he gets skinned by Mango right afterwards. A highlight he would like to forget, honestly speaking. It looked terrible. Okay, maybe we can also argue who was our defending in general for that set piece.
Yeah.
Incorrect was the rest of the team. Mara why
When I have to use my memory properly, it's a little bit difficult to see what exactly happens when it comes to when the ball was played. But if we had any intentions of playing an offside trap, Bodlela drink us with that one. Yeah, and besides that, nobody was anticipating anything. So I don't know if it's also a communication thing with the keeper, because how is it that most of your defenders are marking whatever zonally for whatever's going to happen here, and then there's a whole 3 players behind you?
I think these questions we're asking make it clear that Upodlela was found wanting, because he's the odd
on his own. The whole defense,
he's the odd one out there. No, but if you look at the whole structure before the ball is played there, Upodlela is the only one who's not in that. And when I get it, I would assume Batshuir line you sort of 10 yards wise or so. So Upodlela is the only one that's behind that line, and because of that, he plays 3-4 players onside, and then he doesn't even recover well, bro. Like Mango beat him way too easily for me there. Chain once more unprotected. Nakukela goalkeeper ya kamfethu.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So
I think communication needs to improve with these things.
Definitely.
I feel like so many defensive errors just in general in football, especially highly set piece. It has to be, is everybody doing their job? And I can see if you're not doing your job. So I can be like, hey, man, I'm phone in line. And that's all communication. That's what I was just trying to say there. So I think the issue is that I feel like we probably need to bounce back big at some point, because like this is more of an overall point. Just to emphasize that this mistake that happened for this goal, I feel like it's a sign of Hausana, that confident leadership that is happening at the back in a way that it benefits everybody and everybody feels comfortable in their role, in their job. Now it kind of seems like, hey, I don't want to be the guy that messes up.
You know what it is, bro?
Yeah.
I think sometimes we try to complicate it too much. Ever since Lisanda, apart from Olisanda, none of our centre backs can handle aerial balls. Or centre back pairings.
I mean, for me, aerial balls into the box and normal cross, issue, and we'll also see it in the way we conceded the second goal, is what we do when we're defending the wide channels. Wangtol.
Sure.
So a lot of these crosses is not an aerial jewel. Most of the time, it's not even a header. Most of the time, when we concede, these
Yeah, it's a ball
counter-attacks,
in the air beside sixes and sevens, bro.
sixes and sevens, not
Yeah.
like we are weak.
No,
like,
no, no.
come on, yeah.
Like organizational, yeah. I think the
Yeah.
issue is organizational, and yeah,
Yeah, it's okay. The next key moment in the game, which one would you? Let's go to we've discussed the goal.
Mm.
We've discussed Mbata's role. I want to talk about Kogi as a player and as the captain right now,
okay.
especially because we have Maela on the bench and from the last game, I don't know if any of y'all saw the player ratings that we did, but we mentioned Kogi a lot of times, and at the time we just thought, he had a bad game, but we grounded out, so we didn't think about it like that. Although we did see the signs, I did not expect him to play at all. Vandaag, or not vandaag, but in the previous game. So, can you summarize his performance?
I'm gonna prove Aymara. Sometimes there's a more of Guyana leeway injury. That second goal to explain to me how an injury can affect judging of a ball like that.
Awkward, Rob. Awkward.
To be fair, I don't think Kogi should have started, bro.
You don't look comfortable, coach.
I give back to Waham keep player guy I support.
This is actually your captain.
This is my captain, exactly. End of the day, I'm support.
Yeah.
I don't think he should be starting. He's struggling. I'm no doctor. He looks out of it mentally. He looks nowhere near fit and ready to play serious games for that matter. Get some more euphemize and for to yeah, stinker.
I'll tell you the truth, bro.
Yeah.
You know, when you have an overprotective parent, every single little small anything that happens to the child, if they trip over something, it's gonna feel like yo.
Wanaka.
Let me take this person to the hospital. Same time.
Yeah.
I thought I was feeling like that with him, but basically at the end of that game that you ground out, I felt like, okay, you guys
I've seen enough.
The bus. Go home. Let me drive him to the hospital. That's it, yo. I did not even expect that, bro. I did not. So, guys, for those who are watching online, please, I'm seeing this stream looking like it's up and down here on YouTube, and usually when I stop it and start it again, it gets better. But yeah, if you guys are hearing the sound correctly and everything, y'all can holla. Thank you for everybody who has come through. Yeah. So, like I was saying about Kogi, yeah, I mean, why not at least give him 45 to see if he has gotten over that knock properly? He probably passed the late fitness test, or obviously impressed in training to see, I want to ride.
Impressed in training.
He's okay. If he can run like this in training, then he's okay.
Yeah.
But it's not like the person who's behind him on the bench is some sort of the likes of Radio Pane, a youngster who's being tried out and doesn't need the pressure. We have a whole Maela.
Yes, seasoned.
So, what do you think this is, bro?
I think we're making bad. What I've noticed about our technical team, every season I have question marks. Obviously as a coach, I'm not gonna be happy with everything. I think we always, end of the day, this thing is a game of opinion. So will always be things that I don't agree with. But in terms of lineup and team selection, I've had some question marks. A lot of us have had question marks this season. And if you saw the preview that we did for this very same game, Naki Kupikite, fit or not fit, can he please sit out?
Bruh,
We'll
please.
address him Harnal Chansi. Try to get him back up
And
to
let's
speed.
give him a chance.
Yeah, to recover Krenefe, to get his bearings and get up to speed. He shouldn't have been playing, in fact. Shouldn't have been on that pitch. Nowhere near good enough, bro.
Nowhere near good enough, nowhere near fit enough. But
That goal, Ele Ambata, ke assist ya Ele. Listen, busy. But assist Ele Ambata, who got a chain.
So Namfit, like I said, now as KPFN, I would have taken him to hospital.
Sure. I'm gonna check up.
Do you have nothing to say to the coaches to say, or at least give us a reason or show us that when you put him on, he's going to lay another JS? Just so that, you know, as a fan, whether it's the right decision or not, if the current person who's supposed to be doing the job might even be the best for the job, once he stops delivering, you want to, hey, don't we have somebody else for this position? You start asking yourself questions like that, like, man, last I checked, you had somebody else to try this.
Exactly. And you don't want that.
Bro. Oh, man. Let's talk about the Betway Premiership. The thumbnail, as you can see. The thumbnail, as you can see, is, did we just blow the league? Did we just blow our chances? How do you feel?
I mean, a classic bottle job, innit?
No, not classic. Don't classic. Hey, football heritage right now.
It's a bottle job. I mean, first of all, this club that I love, that we love.
Yeah.
Now, for as long as I've been watching it, hey, how about a game in hand for to get so that thing doesn't work for us, bro.
Yeah.
It does not work for us to have games in hand.
Yeah.
A couple of things come to mind. I don't want to say transfer yet.
Okay.
The league. The league is not over, bro. It's not mathematically gone, but realistically it is. I say this, it's obvious, Mfethu. Sundowns will drop points once or twice more.
Okay, hold up. This is a loaded thing that you're saying here. Asian, you know I've got too many rebuttals here. I just wanted to get through some comments. Even your favorite commenter.
Sure.
Men like Nolo.
Sure.
As soon as we came on, he's like, my gents, why so late? I know, ish. He will call himself Friends of Buccaneers one day. Sure. But then, but he was disappointed that we are so late with this analysis. Must do better. Yes, it's poor. And then Kamo comes through and he says, "Ish." That's when you know that's the heart of a Pagania. Sure. That's his only comment. Ish. And then I feel like Tulani Nzama is saying that the way let me read his comments. Ogi's like his homeboy now. Nyauza in brackets.
Yo.
He can
let's not use those names, yo.
He can live peacefully. I myself am done with him. So what he's seeing is that it's incident of favoritism once life. That is actually a very interesting thing.
I was shying away from that word. Go on, yeah.
Oh yeah. No, those are the comments. So we are talking about our possible permutations.
Our permutations.
Our ifs.
Agnama permutation.
Are we walking away, or are we still, betting our money from week to week?
It's your biggest stars, bro. I'm going to
okay.
It's not over, Mfethu, Let's just say hypothetically, we were caught up with our games in hand and they became points on the board.
Yeah.
All of them, We would be 6 points behind Sundowns, having to play Sundowns, which potentially we could be 3 points behind. So let's just use that as a scenario. Scenario, we still can win the league. Because like I'm saying, Sundowns is going to drop points once or twice. Maybe a draw, maybe a loss. I'm not sure. Still a long way to go. Mara flop, first of all, we're not going to win all our games. Let's just be realistic.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't see any signs or only said that thing, go Scotty 15. I don't know about that game. I don't know about that game, bro. So
And I don't know about that game is I don't know about this season. And you know, some people
yeah.
they like to they'll be telling you, hey man, if you go down this road, by the time you get to the end, you're gonna but I'm some marks.
If you
know?
run, you gonna fall.
You see, so some people want to take the next step and be like, oh well, I haven't fallen yet. And when I take the next step and the next step, and some people will turn around, don't want to even know what's on that road. So I feel like there are people now departing from the store and saying, well, I'm not part of the wanting to win the league squad anymore. So where are you now? Right now you're
End up at this thing never got. There's a poll watching we did that didn't make it onto the internet. That shit we're talking about. Now when the transfer window slammed shut, ngivele ngathi, hey, nithi konje ikhefu idlala nini?
nobody.
Dlala nobani? Athoma ka di-calculator bra. Mara lento lezi ngayawina. Lazi ngayo. Mfethu, point machine with our skeleton stuff squad.
Yeah, ne?
Not gonna make it, bro. Simply not gonna make it. Yeah, we're not gonna make it, man. We have to be realistic.
Ooh, that's harsh. That's harsh.
Too many things have to change from the current situation. Is the problem.
Oh, bro, that's tough. I mean, the changes that need to happen, Braga, those are not the kind of changes that happen mid-season in terms of like we are saying, we have personnel issues. The injuries are just the injuries. We have to just wait until they come back. And like you said, after January came, I think that's when you started saying, if I have to start looking for solutions here, where am I going to find them within here?
Internal solutions.
Especially if we have not got all our players already. And they get a long-term guy, like right now, every position is like, especially like, it's so funny, we've got so many right backs and like a lot of left backs. And then other positions like striker, you know, so balance. And I think also when we sign, we should sign Renane balance in mind. From the game, ne?
Yeah.
Who do you feel like stood out positively? And what do you feel like will be important going into the next game in terms of if we have the same team or the same people available? Who do you feel like now, if they can step up, then the next game is going to be, we're going to have a better chance. And I don't even want to talk about who we're playing next, but we have a string of away games going. So, yeah, basically, you can give me a man of the match, but whoever stood out to you. You could tell me.
Asinayo man of the match. Asinayo man of the match, bro. It was all not good enough. But I will give him Fooking's credit for his efforts. I thought Hoto also gave it his everything.
Oh, bro.
Okay,
and Hoto okay, I don't want to complain too much and dwell too much on him. I guess it's hard for you to find one person. But the problem with Hoto is that,
so
yeah, with Hoto is just that he was always there, like he will be there, but then final ball.
It's kind of like a Hoto for final ball. If you rely on him, again now, and I'm looking at the coach for a lot of why we are where we are right now. We've been playing the same few players the whole season. The gents looked tired yesterday, bro. They looked burnt. Just like
I don't want to accept that one.
Okay, fair, but the facts are they did look spent, especially considering coming from Sundowns, going into the Sundowns game, they looked spent, and it was clear what happened. So we haven't had any other players outside of our regular 12, 13, 14 that could actually come and contribute, and we were without one or two And boy, was that difference. Tito Nastingi.
Mm.
As soon as we went to go down,
Yeah.
Kariu, the guy that lifts us up when we're in trouble, is not even in Bloemfontein right now.
Now, okay, yes, in fits. We have two, and that's why we always jump for joy when we have. We need more 3 or 4 matches to get used to the fact that we have Tito and we have Mufke. You know, and so yeah, the one who does get us out of trouble often would be Tito, but
He takes
Mufokeng also has to be
responsibility.
there. Yeah. Let Mufokeng also take responsibility.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
coach, why is Bandile Shandu starting ahead of Nkota? Why?
Important question. Mr. Coach, I feel like we should take this one, wrap it up, and then perfect the stream also for the player ratings. See, let's do it one after the other. Let this one be nice isolated for everybody to watch without getting bogged down with all these minutes. Yeah. How would you like to wrap it up with with a piece of your mind on the next fixture, which is the player ratings?
Yes, Mapagania, to be completely honest, I hate to say it, but I don't even think the worst is over.
Panic stations. Okay, guys.
I'm not saying panic.
For me, I'm panicking, bro. I'm not okay.
Sure.
I'm not okay
Sure.
right now. Okay, guys. I'm noticing that YouTube was not complying for the whole stream, but we want to do these post-match analyses and or the player ratings live more consistently. You guys will tell us how you felt, and yeah, next time you guys will know even more in advance. If you guys had anybody that stood out to you, and if there's anybody you would like to complain about, you can throw that into the comments, guys. So thank you everybody for joining us on the post-match analysis. Marumo Gallants 2, Orlando Pirates 0. We are 16 games into the league, 36 points. Mamelodi Sundowns 20 games, 54 points. I don't even want to do the math. But yeah, the only thing I can be glad about is that the people behind us, they're not too close. But it's looking bleak. How are you feeling as a Paganeer? Good, bad? Tell us in the comments. Mr. Coach, can you please say goodbye to them? Whew.
Ngesi Mapagania Street. Guzolunga. We're really on for the boys. End of the day, we stand up, we pick ourselves up, and we go to the next game looking for a win. But we have some questions to ask each other. Thank you, Mapagania.
D'accord. Let's end it. End this stream.